All right, we're here in Arlington at Carboni Circle with Rick DuPont, who's the field representative of Aldrich and Elliott, the design engineers for the water project here that's been going on in Arlington now for a couple of months and will continue for a while longer. So Rick, just to get us started here, tell us a little bit about what's going on here. You got a big long length of pipe you've got lying by the side of the road here. What is happening?
Well, that's a fusible HDPE pipe that we're going to be pulling under the ground with a directional drill machine. Going north towards the dairy bar. It's a thick piece of woods and some difficult ground, so we're trying not to open cut across the road. They're fusing the lengths together right now so that we can pull it in one piece.
So is this project pretty much all about replacing pipe, or is there more going on besides that?
Yeah, mostly replacing water lines that are inadequate sized, or the products are aged and either brittle or deteriorated to the point of causing us future leaks and maintenance.
How old is some of the pipe here? Is that 40, 50 years old?
Yeah, at least. I think some of it was installed as far back as the 50s.
Wow. And no lead pipes, I assume?
Nothing lead that we're aware of. Galvanized, cast iron, some copper, even asbestos cement AC piping, but nothing lead that we're aware of.
All right. So we've been watching you guys work in various places around town. I think there's 5 different locations you were saying?
I believe we have 5 different ones.
What's been the hardest part of the job? Has it been just the digging up the ground or something else?
Well, certainly the digging has been a challenge with the rocks and the boulders that we've come into. We even had a little blasting go on, but mostly the directional bores, the directional drills. We bump into rocks that we can't get by, and we have to move and set up again and again to make these work. Very often it's a very simple project, but on this one here with the soil quality with the rocks, it's been a challenge.
How much more time do you think it's going to take? Because the project, I think, was scheduled to be finished in November. Are you on schedule?
Yeah, ideally, I think we're on schedule pretty well. I think until we miss the deadline, the schedule is good.
On schedule, yeah.
But I believe that the first week of November is our completion date, and so far we look like we're gonna be there. Okay. We're very close.
Now, you were saying earlier that this is the most southern part of the project here, right at Carboni Circle, just a little bit north of the Dollar General store. So after you're finished here, you're going to be going out into other neighborhoods?
We'll probably
7A?
Head for Munn Terrace next. I believe that's really up to the contractor that's doing it. But I believe that's our next largest portion, so we'll probably stick to the big ones first.
All right. So Cynthia, tell us, why was this project needed? What was the point of it all?
Well, the repairs that are being done now are actually really a backlog of needed repairs that were not done when the water system was privately owned. So all the repairs that are being done are places where we have had water main break after water main break after water main break. Often during the winter, the pipes are freezing and the ground's freezing and the stones are moving around. So these were on a schedule of repairs for this water system, but the private utility had not done them. When the town bought the company, so that it's now owned by the Arlington Water Department, the town borrowed enough money to both buy the company and do these needed repairs. And in fact, the state insisted on that because the state is very concerned about the safety and reliability of drinking water. Mm-hmm. Another really important point is that all of this is being paid for by the ratepayers, the users of the Arlington Water Department water.
That's not the entire town.
It is not the entire town. It goes basically up some distance beyond the rec park on 7A and down to about the Dairy Bar or Carboni Circle, and then out to Route 7A, and it goes into East Arlington. Mm-hmm. But it's about 400 customers thereabouts. And the ratepayers are going to be paying back the loans, and all of that cost was incorporated when we had a plan to purchase it.
How much will it cost altogether when all is said and done?
Well, the loan from the Vermont Municipal Bond Bank, which is going to cover everything, that means it's going to cover the purchase of the company and the repairs, was $4 million. And we had a vote on that, and the townspeople approved doing that. I believe it was something like 1.65 million was buying the company. And then the repairs, you know, you see different numbers depending on what you're included. Like the number on the poster downstairs is 1.8, but then there's paying the engineers on top of that, and then we have a contingency fund. So it's probably going to end up being about 2.3. But we just, you know, that's all within, you know, 1.65, 2.3, then you've got 4 million. So we have allowed for paying back the loan and paying the interest, which is very, very low. That is one of the big advantages of the town owning the water system instead of a private company, because the town can borrow at much, much more favorable rates than a private company can.
So is this project designed to sort of provide a long-term solution for Arlington's water system, lasting 40, 50 years into the future at least, or?
I think the repairs that they're doing now, because they're actually not just repairing, they're actually replacing entire mains. That's why this is such a huge project, because they are going all the way from 313 south on 7A, not repairing mains, replacing them. That's been the problem. We've been doing these spot repairs. Now they're replacing it with plastic pipes, they're burying them in sand, the rocks aren't going to hit in, they're not going to crack the way the cast iron did. I mean, some of the mains around here are from when they first put the water mains in like 1923 or something, you know, so it's not surprising they need to be replaced. So I would say that the work that we're doing here is for 50 to 70 years. It's not that parts won't need to be repaired, but we're essentially installing a new water distribution line. So I think it's really going to be a lot better, a lot more reliable, a lot safer, and ultimately less expensive, because you're not constantly doing those repairs. And digging up the roadway, that really sucks when you have to dig up the asphalt over and over again.
Indeed. The Arlington water system is fed from 2 springs. One's up on Catamount Cobble near the Route 7 highway. The other one comes from Red Mountain, not too far from here, along the banks of the Battenkill from where I'm standing, where interestingly enough, there's a water pipe that runs, as part of the system, it runs directly underneath the river. The good news is, no PFOA, no lead pipes were found, and within a week or so, motorists will no longer be seeing this. For the GNAT News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever reporting from Arlington.